Whenever oxygen is present, pyruvate can enter the mitochondria. Not really. It's going to actually go through some processes to produce Acetyl Coa, which can enter the mitochondria and begin the process of the citric acid cycle by reacting with another molecule. Alright? So the first step in the tricarboxylic acid cycle is going to produce citrate by combining oxaloacetate and Acetyl Coa. The enzyme that's going to be responsible for this is known as citrate synthase. A synthase synthesizes something, right? And the reason why this is known as a tricarboxylic acid cycle is because you have one carboxyl group there, two carboxyl groups, and three carboxyl groups. All right? And it's called citrate, not citric, because of what? This has a negative charge, not a proton. The next enzyme is aconitase. So citrate is going to be converted into ISO-citrate by aconitase. This is going to be basically a rearrangement of the molecule. The next enzyme is ISO-citrate dehydrogenase. If you see dehydrogenase, always think of an oxidation reduction reaction. Here you're going to reduce NAD plus to NADH. You're also going to produce CO2. Alright? So there's going to be a decarboxylation event. Anytime you see CO2, think decarboxylation. So one of these carboxyl groups should be gone in the product, right? When you produce this product, which is alpha-ketoglutarate. So you can look here. Here you have 3 carboxylic acids. Now you have 2 because of a decarboxylation event by isocitrate dehydrogenase and the reduction of NAD plus to NADH. The next step is alpha-ketoglutarate being converted to 6-acetyl-CoA by alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. What do you think is going to happen here without looking? Dehydrogenase, you're going to undergo a oxidation reduction reaction. NAD is going to be reduced into NADH, and you're going to have a decarboxylation event to produce CO2. So you would assume what? One of these carboxyl groups is going to be gone in the product because you have a CO2 that's released. And indeed, it's gone, right? You only have this one left. So you produce 6-acetyl-CoA. 6-acetyl-CoA is going to be converted into 6-ate by 6-acetyl-CoA synthase. This is a step you want to remember because it's distinct, right? You produce GTP. GTP is not the main currency. The main currency is what? ATP. Now, 6-ate is going to be converted into fumarate by 6-ate dehydrogenase. What's going to happen if it's a dehydrogenase? An oxidation reduction reaction, right? So FAD gets reduced into FADH2. It's important to always know that FAD does not have a plus, all right? FADH2, this is the step I mentioned, is connected to the electron transport chain. So this and complex 2 are basically interconnected, all right? You're going to produce fumarate, all right? Now the enzyme fumarase is going to add water to produce malate. And malate is going to be oxidized by the enzyme malate dehydrogenase, so the NAD is going to be reduced again to produce oxaloacetate, and the cycle is going to continue again. A mnemonic I like to use here is, please officer, can I keep selling seashells for money? But instead of obviously pyruvate, it's Acetyl Coa first. And then officer is for what? Oxaloacetate. Can I citrate, I is isocitrate, keep alpha-ketoglutarate, selling 6-acetyl-CoA, seashells, 6-ate, for fumarate, money, malate. Hopefully that helps you, all right? The important thing to know here about this reaction is you're producing a bunch of CO2s and NADH so the NADHs and the FADH2s are going to go to the electron transport chain, all right? And the CO2s are a byproduct of the reaction, all right? And that's what you're going to exhale out.